Alright, welcome back for Operation Swamp Fort. It's a retaliation mission. I think we agreed that we probably need to rethink some of our squad choices, especially for a retaliation mission. So I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to bump the sharpshooter. We're going to be on the move a lot. Also, really don't know what you're going to face here, so I'm going to bring our top tier ranger there. And I think that should do it. I'm kind of wondering if I should swap out Edgardo with another a medic specialist. But I don't think we're... I don't really think that's a great idea. I am going to make some utility items available so that I can get my tracer rounds back. And I think it's also going to be very helpful for us to have a battle scanner here, because we do have to worry about faceless. It is a difficult mission. We are going to try and save as many civilians as we can, and it should increase our income a fair bit, but we got to save those civilians.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
I will also point out I have actually just installed a mod called Quiet Bradford, which stops these callouts from happening every damn turn. Basically, Bradford yells at you if you watch the earlier retaliation missions, if I have one recorded, and he lets you know every single turn that they're dying, and it's really annoying. So I'm glad somebody has a mod, and should take care of that. We do go in guns hot, by the way, because it's a retaliation mission. They're not hiding, and apparently neither should we. Okay. So if this is the first retaliation mission that you're watching, basically we need to save 6 of these civilians. There are 13 out there. The enemies will absolutely be trying to kill them. And there's a very good chance, I think at least one, maybe even 2 of these are going to be pretty nasty. They're called facelesses, and bad things definitely happen with them. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to run Amy, my Phantom Ranger, up here. Basically, if this is a faceless hiding as a civilian,
steer clear of those berserkers.
Ooh.
They can't do much from range, but they're lethal up close.
Nasty. She maintains the ability to stay quiet there. So if she were basically anybody else, she actually would have activated that pod, which would have been terrible. Now, with that in mind, I think it does make sense for us to try and tackle that pod now if we can, because we're gonna have to. So I'd like to move Agent Mayhem up here and hope that it doesn't actually aggro them. Nope. See, that was actually kind of dumb, because now she's stuck in the open. And they are going to make a break for it, which is not great news. And she did spot me, so now there goes my full concealment. Alright, well, this could have been avoided. Definitely could have been avoided. Mr. Tickle, what have you got to do? I saw a little something. Not far enough. Alright, that's fine. Basically, what we're going to have to try and do is gun down this muton to hell. We're going to try and grenade these guys, although until we get plasma grenades, man, we are really going to struggle with that. And she, unfortunately, has used both of her actions, so she's out in the open, and she's going to take some fire there. Oh, okay. It looks like Edgardo is going to be a prime candidate to take a shot at this muton. He has a 100% chance to hit, but it's not going to be enough to kill him. So focusing fire on that muton is going to be pretty important. Alright, so I'll tell you what. Let's move Mr. Tickle up here. And bomb out. Now, see, the downside to this is that she actually has run and gun, so she actually would have been able to do something here. Everybody else, pretty much no dice. I would love to be able to get you into a position where you could shoot that muton.
If you say so.
74% actually is not fantastic, but come on, Archie. Oh, and a crit too. You beautiful son of a bitch. We're gonna take some heat from those guys no matter what. In fact, that stun lancer is gonna be a problem because it's probably gonna stun somebody. But at the very least, major slaughter. Oh, if you can kill this guy, then I think Agent Mayhem can just maybe grenade these dudes down. That's a good thing. All right. As a matter of fact, let's do this, because even if we don't roll perfect damage for all of them, or for both of them rather, the acid should kill the guy on the next turn. Boy, really dug ourselves into a hole there, but that's okay.
Contacts pacified.
There's a promotion for Agent Mayhem, and there's a civilian that's about to get his bell rung. Alright, so we know that there's one pod up there. And we have only activated one out of the 6 civilians that we need. Okay, alright, well, that could have gone better, could have gone worse. Let's start with a single move this time, keeping in mind that we may activate a faceless on either of these.
I'm going. You're clear. Move out.
All right, good. Good job. All right, that's 2. So we are moving right along.
Moving to position.
I think we need to start moving the squad around a little bit here. And I'm, again, trying to be sensitive to the fact that there is indeed another pod up there. But it's not the end of the world.
Trusting you here.
I also have a feeling that that other civilian is a faceless. I don't know what I'm basing that on. Just know that there's a couple out there, and I know that they're gonna get me. I hate that bug for some reason. I think if you spam Y for Overwatch too fast, they actually there's some bug that doesn't let you do anything. There's another one. Stanislav Semyonov. Not great news, guys. Not at all great news. We're gonna try and pop into this full cover.
You're good to go.
Okay. This seems a little too good to be true, but let's see. There's one more over there. I'm trying to see. There's another one there. I just want to make sure that I'm not like shooting myself in the foot if I commit too hard in this direction. Although to be honest, like how big is this map? It's not huge. Not huge. All right. So that's what we're gonna do then. We are just gonna continue to push over this way. That means that we're gonna make a whole bunch of double moves.
Location confirmed.
Like you don't actually have an official timer on these missions, but you sort of do with with the civilians. And unfortunately, there's some kind of bullshit that can happen where they may actually get like double shots. I guess in theory the civilians can dodge sometimes. That bitch just got rocked, so there's somebody on top of the roof there. We need to remember that. I think that means that we have 2 outstanding pods. That seems about right. 3 pods for a mission this early seems a bit rich. Speaking of a bit rich, I'm gonna do it.
Location confirmed.
Haven't really been killing it. Oh shit.
Get going.
There are a lot of civilians over here, and a gas station, which is usually bad news, but those things do explode. Maybe this one's already exploded? I think that thing could still explode, and that one, and those. Alright. Lesson learned. We'll be a little careful.
Heading out. On the move.
So I don't want to go so far that if these are facelesses, like, I really do need to be careful, but
Copy that. On Overwatch.
and they may be, like, as soon as you...
I've got eyes on
Uh-oh.
enemy troops.
There's another pod. Did not expect that to happen. Why didn't you scatter? Are you a faceless? I bet you are. You son of a bitch. Alright. So let's open up with what could be a very explosive grenade. Can I get... That's what I want.
Get ready for a surprise.
How did that only do 3? I feel like that's not a lot of damage. Agent Mayhem. I do need to get these, like the car and the Muton if I can, or the Berserker. Oh, there's just no way to do it. You can tell by like the radius, it's like a little T. So the thing is that this car is about to explode, right? I just don't know how much damage an exploding car does. What are the chances that it does 6 damage? We'll find out.
Grenade out.
There you go. Problem solved. She may aggro. If that is a faceless, I can't get too close to it. But should be able to berserk my way out of this. I was like, what does that mean? Executed. I actually don't know if that's not like a skill proc. I have no idea what that is. So I'm also gonna move you up here. You know what I should have done was a single move in a battle scanner. That's okay. If I use scanning protocol. Now that might not have been smart, because I think this actually does reveal the facelesses. It does. Luckily he's over there, but if one of those two had been a faceless, he basically would have gotten a move then, which would be like really bad. Don't tell me. Alright, well that one is. So that is bad. Okay. And I have no line of sight there, and I certainly can't throw a frag grenade that far. Might be able to hit... No, I can't even hit the gas pump that he's behind. So my only real option then with Edgardo is to Overwatch. Okay. And it looks like we aggroed another pod here. So we've got... Jeez. 3 Advent and 2 Faceless out there. I'm going to start keeping track of these. Oh, shit. That dude moved fast. And Edgardo, not... See, that Overwatch was meant for this guy, who's actually going to come and take a swing, because I think they can move their full distance and swing, which is not great for me. Oh, no, they can't. Okay, so we have what will hopefully be one shot. One shot seems really optimistic. How do you only have a 15% crit chance? That seems so low. You have a 30% crit, I guess, which is better. We definitely do have Agent Mayhem here with a nice clean shot on a flanked faceless. How is this only 11%? It's not a flank, somehow. Shouldn't this be a flank? Something is... I guess maybe because it's going through there. I don't know, that seems weird. Edgardo, on the other hand, of course. Huh. Seems like I should have flanks on these faceless. I guess this guy doesn't get a flank either, which is really annoying. And those 3 advents, I actually don't know where they are. So that's pretty awesome. Alright. So we're going to open up then, I guess, and just see what happens. Okay, that's 3 out of you. I'd really like to see Mr. Tickle. Please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up. I'm trying to save Edgardo for Overwatch. Okay. You, my friend, actually... Okay. That's fair. I was gonna say, you're actually in cover. So... what I'm gonna do...
Alright, I'll go.
tuck her in a little bit, because those advent are going to come for us. Alright, so at least both of the facelesses are gone.
1 down, thousands to go.
Alright, don't be such a pessimist. And then I'm going to Overwatch with Edgardo. Because those advent are going to show their faces, or not. Alright, so what does that mean?
It's clear.
That means that I think now we're good on revealed facelesses.
Let's go, move out.
Which means that I can at least lock in the win here.
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian...
This is really nice without Bradford jumping in and talking shit. Okay, so keep in mind there are still 3 brave resistance lives out there that we can save. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to wipe the remaining 3 advent off the map. And if I can manage to get to these advent before they inflict further casualties, I will have additional income in this region, which would be nice. Okay, looks like there's our pod activation. I thought that they were already activated. It seems really weird to me. Alright. So who's already committed a move? You have, and your odds aren't great. Agent Mayhem, can't see diddly. So we can get 2 over here, it looks like. And then there is also Ghost. That's a terrible name. Who could maybe get a shotgun cleanup or a grenade kill. But the important thing is, I think first we need to launch a grenade, and we need to be very careful to not explode our bus in the process. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Slaughter at 56. Agent Mayhem, you are actually out of grenades, so that makes life a little bit easier. You don't have hollow targeting yet, though. That's a real bummer. Because a 32%... Oh, you have suppression, though. Alright, suppression basically gives us a free Overwatch. I'm gonna try and throw a grenade and blow that car up. Assuming that I can reach it. This is exactly what we want to have happen. Get ready for a surprise indeed. Archie Douglas is going to make it rain shrapnel. Alright, alright. How much health do you have left? 5 health. Now, unfortunately, oh, I can still only see him. So we're gonna have Agent Mayhem suppress that dude.
Copy that. Pressing target.
And Major Slaughter, you are going to Overwatch. Okay, I'm marked. That's NBD. I am gonna eat a grenade to the face. That's not great, and that means that we also need to get the fuck out of there now. Oh boy. Wow!
Taking fire!
Impressive. Okay, we need to, like, immediately leave the vicinity of this truck.
Me estoy asando!
They're about to do what I've been doing to them. Oh, shit! Or not. Oh, Edgardo, you just took that one on the chin. Mr. Tickles is fine, though. Somehow. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Eddie. I mean, it's not like I knew that that was going to happen, but I thought we had another turn there.
Afirmativo, en camino.
Yeah, that does blow. Get your revenge, man. I'll clean up the officer.
Uno menos. Voy a necesitar recargar pronto. If you say so.
I do say so. Man, that really bums me out. That's going to be a lot of time in medbay for Edgardo. I think we figured out who we're bringing along as a... or who we're bumping from the squad to level up some rookies.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright, that wasn't fantastic. I know it may look like we did good, but we didn't. Still, we did make quick work of that mission. 100% shot percentage. We need some upgraded grenades, like stat. Can I caps lock my way through this? Yeah, I can. See? Look at that. That's crazy how much better that is. And so ends Operation Swamp Fort. Captain Gonzalez is gravely wounded. He's going to be back with some scars. Lieutenant Tickle. Oh, man. Alright, so this is interesting. Volatile Mix is amazing. And Chain Shot is, like, really bad. So, this is a no-brainer. Why do you look so emo? Implacable is very good. Basically a free move after a kill. Ooh. So thanks to the Advanced Warfare Center, this guy got a free ability, and he got Chain Shot. Which isn't really great. As a matter of fact, I just talked about how that's not good. But it's not great on a gunner, because, first of all, you know, taking 2 shots at range at minus 15, and it basically doubles down. I mean, if you hit the target, then you'll do it again. But if you miss the target, it's not like you get the second shot. I feel like it's not usually worth it. On a Ranger, however, where you're usually at very high percentage shots anyways, this is bomb. This allows me to double dip. Later on, if I get some good ammo onto, I'm going to change this guy's name in a second, but onto Archie, like, this is going to allow him to double tap on some big nasty guys by just, like, running right up to him. Speaking of which, didn't I say I was just going to respec this guy out of Blade Master? I probably will. That being said, Run and Gun and Conceal are both very good. I think this guy is going to have to be loud if he's going to be maximizing on that chain shot. And then Mr. Timmons here. Heavy ordnance is great. You get an extra grenade, but hollow targeting is, on a dedicated gunner like this, being able to shred a robot and hollow target, or suppress somebody and hollow target. Hollow target combos with a lot of the heavy gunner ability, so that's why I'm going to build him down this branch here. And we got an expanded magazine. That's good news. And we can do berserker autopsies.
Commander.
And because I save so many people, I get an extra 37 supplies as income. And understandably, Captain Gonzalez is pretty shaken up after that bullshit explosion. I would be too. Okay. We do have unused Delirium cores. They seem really intent on telling me about them. And I guess I can take people out of these power
You've done a hell of
relays.
a job keeping this ship together, Doctor.
It's all we've got. And I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne again.
I'm more than happy to prove them wrong. We've got the schematics, and our equipment is ready to begin assembly, Commander. Just give the word and we'll build.
How many cores do I have? I do have 2 cores. Experimental. I need to keep going with grenades. I need to get a plasma grenade because they're so good.
I'll send word when the project is complete.
Okay. Alright, what were we doing on the map? If I remember correctly, we had a couple of different supply depots to go pick up. Okay, we will check that out later.
Avenger plotting new course.
Let's go. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Okay. Oh, you know what? That is something that we were going to do, is go to that tactics school. So first of all, let's look at the soldiers that we have, because we can still train one more rookie. Actually, no, we're out of rookies, so I can't train anybody anymore. There was a ranger that I wanted to spec out. Was it Amy Williams? No, Amy Williams has like the perfect build. I knew what I was doing with her. I think it's probably Archie. I know we just looked at him, but I want to, yeah. Blade Master is nowhere near as good. So let's respec Archie. I can actually do that here. Where is he? Can I not? Do you have to be a certain rank? Do you have to be a corporal or above? Is that why I can't retrain him? I stuck with him until... Oh, you are a corporal. Did I just miss him in the list? Oh yeah, I did. Archie Douglas. Yes. Cool. And we're about to get psionics, which is going to be tight.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing.
I'm very excited about this because what we are going to do is get some rookies and train them as psi operatives. Faceless autopsy is now
I
instant.
am at a loss for words to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to.
This allows me to make the most overpowered item in the game, the Mimic Beacon. It's basically like a hologram that pulls a ridiculous amount of aggro. I'll probably build one, but I don't really bring them as heavily as most people do because it kind of breaks the game. Let's see. Yes, plasma grenades ASAP.
While most of my involvement in the chip development process was on the theoretical side, I can't help but feel some degree of responsibility.
Okay,
for the
Galina
final product
Popova.
as we see it in use today.
You are gonna build a
Focused on a singular
you're gonna build a psi lab in a little bit.
In
Not
my
yet.
case, countering the body's rejection of the implanted chip. Sometimes it's easy to avoid.
Gotta get more
seeing.
supplies first. Okay. Yep. Okay. It's cool. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. How much was that psi lab? Yeah.
Lab construction initiated.
So we're gonna put Galina Popova. Okay. So in 11 days, we will be able to start training psychic soldiers, which is gonna be pretty awesome. So we're going to go and get these supplies. And pretty soon we should actually be at the point where we've got plasma grenades, which is when this game really starts to open up. But in the meantime, we're just going to scan our way through here. Looks like people are coming back.
Resistance communications facility now operational.
Very nice. I'm going to skip that. Where did that engineer go? Oh, she's just hanging around. I guess can clean this out a little bit. Rebecca Wallace. Have a little bit of a hang there. That was not cool. Okay. Gonna continue to scan. Continue to scan. Incendiary grenades. Alright. Starting to get a little frustrated with these experimental grenades. It's also probably time, give or take, for me to build that stupid skulljack that I can no longer afford. Okay. I don't have... I'm like $10 shy. And I could, in theory, go to the black market, wherever it is, up here. But I'd rather just scan for a few days. Unless something else is going to force my hand here. Yeah, one more pip on the Avatar project.
The aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project.
Not super
We're going
worried
to
about
slow
it.
them down. We'll need to move fast.
So what's going to happen is this is going to fill up, and it's going to start the doom clock of... It's like a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And if I don't reduce the counter by then I lose the game. The interesting thing is that there's a number of ways that I can reduce it. The first of which is to do this black site mission. The next of which would be to go to either Western Europe or Indonesia, and you know, I would run whatever this mission. These missions can be really tough, and then I actually have to make contact first with New India or whatever this. Maybe it's New Indonesia, yeah, to actually access it. So getting contacts isn't free. I need to staff up and raise my capacity to make contacts. I need to spend some intel to make those contacts. So there are a couple of things going on there, but altogether, I'll be okay. So we're going to finish scanning this battlefield for supplies, maybe. Nope. No such luck. Okay. So this would add 1 block of progress to the Avatar project. Have to hack a computer. This one would add Viper rounds to everything, which I could have sworn we already countered. And this one increases the cost of recruits by 100%. This one actually sucks, especially because I want to get some recruits to turn into psychics, because I don't really know how that goes, but this basically has to be done. And I'm pretty sure I already did it, and I'm pretty sure it was in this exact region. But we're basically going to walk out of here. We're going to have more expensive recruits. I didn't even check to see what the reward was for this mission. It may be absolutely shitty, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to do Operation Hammerclaw next time. 100 intel, moderate difficulty, not the end of the world. I have a feeling that we are going to... So we're going to recover this item from the Advent train. Let's see. What's our squad comp going to look like? I'm actually okay having Rebecca Black in here. In fact, if we're going to start leaning on her for real, I was going to say it might be worth giving her an upgraded pistol, but maybe not. Who do we want to bring here? So we did have to leave Edgardo out. We are retraining Archie. So we're running out of options here. I think what we're going to do is bring... We're not going to bring 3 Grenadiers. Sharpshooter, Ranger. We do need a Specialist. Let's see. Obviously, because Edgardo's injured, we could bring Arnold Palmer. Or we could bring a Squatty. Now, Arnold Palmer, you know, we started to level up as a medic. I actually should have been respecking him, maybe. He looks so goofy. He looks super British. Med Protocol is kind of helpful, I guess. Revival Protocol, not fantastic. I feel like shit's already hit the fan if I need these skills, and the opportunity cost is too high when I could just be, you know, killing things instead. That being said, is some, let's see. There is some utility here. I think more in Revival Protocol, where I can remove any negative... Oh, it's only mental status. Stun, panic, unconscious. So, I feel like this is only really worth it if I get stun lanced, which could certainly happen. But Haywire Protocol is just awesome. Like, I could... Assuming I'm not Edgardo and I fail every hack attempt. Alright, I'll tell you what. We're going to go offensive, knowing that we're going to have to respec this guy possibly anyways. So let's see, let's make some items available, if we haven't already. Because we're going to need to get some items on some people. Ooh, actually, I'm going to give you the incendiary grenade. And I think that's all we can equip. Awesome. Alright, so join us next time for Operation Hammerclaw. We're going to recover an item from an